Today, scenes of anguish and heartbreak unfolded at the Thika law courts. Over 50 young men and women arrested during the July 7th Sabasaba protest were paraded before a court of law charged with robbery and violence. Charges their parents, friends and human rights activists vehemently denied. What was supposed to be a courtroom of justice turned into a chamber of tears and raw emotion. From the early morning hours, long before sunrise, distraught parents gathered outside the courthouse, clutching photographs of their children, chanting for their freedom. They came not just as parents, but as broken souls, mothers who have toiled to raise their children, fathers who have sacrificed to give them hope, now forced to watch their sons and daughters treated as criminals. In the eyes of the state, these were accused of looting and causing chaos, but in the eyes of their loved ones, these were freedom fighters, youth who dared to dream of a better Kenya. Voices rose, emotions fled. Outside the courtroom, mothers were seen crying uncontrollably, some collapsing to the ground, overwhelmed by pain and injustice. They cried out, "Our children are not thieves. They are not criminals. They are the voice of the oppressed." Videos circulating on social media show mothers wailing, fathers pleading with the police as dozens of young men stood handcuffed, heads bowed, betrayed by a system they thought they could trust. And the situation escalated further. Human rights defenders who had come to offer solidarity were forcibly arrested inside the courthouse itself. In one video, an activist can be heard shouting, "Arrest us all, but you cannot arrest justice," as they were dragged out of the court chambers by police officers.
Arresting him for what? They are not even free, they should say. Yes. No, leave them. No. Wait. Hata kuna pini. What is it?
For disturbance.
For disturbance? What does that even mean? No.
According to reports, the state insisted these youth were caught engaging in violence and robbery during the protests. But families and activists strongly disagreed, calling the charges a calculated effort to crush the growing wave of youth voices demanding accountability and justice. Social media has since been set ablaze. Videos from Thika have gone viral, showing inconsolable mothers in tears and the screams of relatives and shocking images of activists being manhandled inside court premises. One emotional post read on X, and I quote, "Today in Thika, we witnessed shame. Our children are being called criminals for standing up against the oppression killing them daily. They were born free, but today they stand in shackles. Which country silences its future to protect the failures of today?" End of quote. This comes just days after nationwide protest shook Kenya, Sabasaba protest that saw thousands take to the streets to fight for their freedom and the end of police brutality. The protest resulted in death, injuries, and now mass arrests. Many now fear a silent crackdown on youth activism. The courtroom has turned into a battlefield where justice is on trial and parents have been reduced to mere spectators watching their children being crushed by a system that has failed them. The question many parents are asking today: what alternative did our children have? Schools are unaffordable, jobs are non-existent, opportunities are a lie, and now even their voices are criminalized. One mother outside Thika court sobbed uncontrollably, saying, "My son left home to demand a better life. Now they return him in chains. This is pure oppression." Inside the courtroom, a young activist moment before being arrested cried out, "You can jail us, you can torture us, but you will never kill the voice of the youth. Kenya belongs to all of us, not just the privileged few." Today, the courtroom in Thika did not just witness a legal process. It witnessed the collapse of hope, the pain of struggling families, and the brutal reminder that freedom is still a faraway dream for many young Kenyans. As proceedings continue, the nation watches, some in silence, others in defiance. Whether this is justice or outright persecution, history will be the final judge. But for now, we remember the cries of the mothers, the anger of the fathers, and the resolve of the youth who, even in chains, refuse to be silenced.
We have come here to watch brief, some of us, and some defend. Why? Because the churches that have been preferred against these young people tell you the desperation the government is working in. Most of these young people are under the age of 25. 18-year-old young people being charged with terrorism in circumstances which when you consider, you can't see any terrorist act that is going to be proved. What is being done is to just create terror for the young people, create terror for the families, and control. But this is not going to be allowed. This is a terrorist offense. It's a very serious offense, and the reason why they are being charged with terrorism is so that they are denied bond, so that they are traumatized and kept in custody and the families. And we are very keen and watching as to what is happening here. But what we wanted to say is these are trumped churches, all intended to control the young people and create terror in the country. But we are vigilant on that, and we are not going to allow this to continue. So we as lawyers here, as family members, as the society, let us all be ready to support these young people, so that we make sure that the churches are shown to be trumped churches meant to control them. I don't think they are going to prove these churches. That I can tell you.
We'll be following up every story of this unfolding saga, We'll be following every step on this unfolding saga, bringing you the voices of those who refuse to give up hope. For now, the cry from Thika is clear: freedom, dignity, and justice for Kenya's youth. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye for now.